May 30th, Saturday. Hope you're all having a good weekend. I've been noticing a growing trend over on Twitter, and that trend is basically Westerners talking about Western politics here in the States, but then tweeting about it in Japanese. Now, people can tweet about whatever they want in whatever language they want. I just find it interesting. Why exactly are they doing that? That's what I wonder. You can take a look at his Twitter bio. It says he's a researcher at RAEL and a PhD student at UC Berkeley. PhD student at UC Berkeley. Says he lives in California, assuming that's correct. So why forming these tweets in Japanese? I'm curious about that. And of course, if you scroll through his timeline, the stuff he's tweeting about, the politics, it all falls very much to the extreme in one direction. Go figure. Now, I don't want to slight this guy. I also don't want to spend too much time reading into him because he's not the subject of this video. But to be fair to him, he also apparently has 10 years of professional experience in the area of Japan's and international environmental policies as a deputy director for market-based climate policy of Japanese Ministry of the Environment. There you go. There's some example of some of the work he's done, apparently. Anyways, following up that trend, I want to take a look at this tweet, because this particular tweet is much more the subject of this video. We have this person, Miho, who is signal boosting a video from TikTok, where this person, Shrimp Tempura Roll, basically cries about this anime character's outfit. She has umbrage. She takes umbrage with the character's outfit. You can probably assume why. She's pointing at the reason why. There's not even any skin showing, and people are taking offense to this now too, simply because the clothes are, I guess, form-fitting. That's a bad thing, apparently. So that's a big problem. So this TikTok video goes off. I don't know how many views it has on TikTok. This video on Twitter has almost 500,000 views, however. I'm not going to play the audio because who knows, copyright and all that. You get the idea. They're complaining about, as I said, This is what they're complaining about. If you're not audio only, it's on screen. If you are audio only, I explained. It's basically the outfit being form-fitting. That's what they have umbrage with. Anyways, going back to the tweet. From Google Translate, so bear with me on this, says a 100,000 like TikTok video that points out the character's you-know-what while rice is being delivered online. Basically, let me clarify. It's just saying that the person in the TikTok video doesn't like the outfit of this cook. Apparently, the woman is a cook or a chef or something. Chef outfit. The tweet says, I would like the viewers as well as the creators to think again about the representation of women and see if this expression has a positive impact on women's future. Men aren't the only viewers anymore, so I think it's better to reconsider. And this was all formed in Japanese. And I'll tell you about this lady in a moment, too. We'll take a look at that. But first, let's talk about that TikTok creator one more time, because Miho added this tweet. Says she's a TikTok creator with 20,000 followers. It seems that she often posts about anime. Well, it says I often post about anime, but I think it should say she posts about anime. You get the idea. So I just got to tell you, I took a look at this person's TikTok, the same person who was complaining about the character's outfit being too explicit because it forms around her chest area. You know what I mean? She was complaining about that, but guess what she was fangirling over? A scene from Food Wars where the male character is showing themselves. Let me just put it like that. This is complete hypocrisy. Complete hypocrisy. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. These people do not care about the issues they pretend to care about. They only do it because they want their little virtue signaling points, at least in my opinion. And this gets, of course, 5,000 retweets and 8,300 likes because it's on Twitter. And Twitter, of course, falls a certain direction as well. I don't really care what direction you fall in for politics. I don't talk about politics on my channel, to be honest. I'm much more interested in just talking about business, talking about anime, and tying that together. I like to talk about businesses and anime. And that often leads me to criticizing companies like Funimation and at times Aniplex. And that leads back to Sony. You know what I do here if you're not new to the channel. If you are new, welcome. I hope you are enjoying your stay here. And if you're not new, I, of course, hope you enjoy your stay too. Anyways, back to the point. So Miho's bio reads this, and I mean absolutely no disrespect. I'm just going to read it as Google Translate tells me it's, this is what Google Translate says, not my words. 5 years ago, to become a Hollywood actress, she went to America without speaking English. After a harsh survival in Los Angeles, he is now talking and acting in English. The actress's life is exploding. It is also a plus-sized model, and with the complex as a weapon, 60,000 Instagram followers. We are active in promoting the free life of woman, body positive. And it says she lives in LA. Yeah, we got that. So I just get a bad feeling about all this stuff, man. I have generally a pretty good intuition with things. And my intuition right now is just screaming at me, telling me dishonesty. And this is just my opinion now. I can't see someone retweeting something like that, a video complaining about the chef outfit, and then seeing that she's moving to Hollywood, trying to become some actress or something, and think that she genuinely cares about this stuff. At that point, I have to just go with what my intuition tells me, and that is she's trying to fit in with the other Hollywood types. Because guess what? If you don't fit in with them, you don't go anywhere. You don't go anywhere. And maybe they even try to cancel you if you go too far in one direction that they don't like. This is just my opinion on this stuff. But when you look at the circumstances, I don't think it's a very far-fetched opinion. So is it coincidence that the first person we took a look at, that dude, has a history, or has some sort of level of employment working with environmental issues? We have the second lady who is trying to get into Hollywood and promotes body positivity and all that. Is it coincidence that they are pushing very specific political agendas on their Twitter feeds and forming that in Japanese for some reason? Is that coincidence, or is there something more to it? Are they trying to influence people in Japan? Are they trying to do that? What are they trying to do? That's what I really wonder here. I don't know. I'm just theorizing. And luckily, I've got a community of great people, you guys, who can help me theorize on that stuff, because a lot of the time I present a topic and I don't know everything about that topic, and you guys say great informative things in the comments. So let me know what you think about all of this, and hopefully I'm explaining this pretty well, because to be honest, this is a weird topic and it's such an abstract thing that I'm trying to discuss here and theorize on that I'm probably not forming this video too well. So I hope you'll bear with me on that. Now here's some additional information about Miho, and I think this is very relative because it blatantly explains what she's trying to do. And let's just take a look. According to mybiohub.com, Miho Fuji is an actress, comedian, model, and a body positive activist. Keyword activist. The plus-size beauty have also a reasonable number of followers of over 55,000 followers on her Instagram page. Her dream is to bring back the body positivity culture to Asia. Miho is 5'5" tall. Anyways, the takeaway here to me, in my humble opinion, is that she's an activist and she's trying to take certain Western culture back to Asia. I'm expanding that because from what I've seen on her Twitter feed, she cares more about Western politics than simply body positivity stuff. She also seems to fall on a number of certain issues, and she might be trying to bring that to Asia. Again, forming the tweets in Japanese and all of that. And as I said, I also suspect that she's trying to kind of, well, what's the word? Be teacher's pet or whatever to these Hollywood types. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm not making any personal jabs at her. I'm just trying to understand what she's trying to accomplish, and that's really it. That's all I'm trying to do, really. And I think the more I look into this, the more I'm learning about her, and I'm learning about the scope of this. Now, this always circles me back to the same point. These online activists seem to do nothing to actually care about these issues. If Miho, to be fair, I guess Miho's trying to, make it in Hollywood or whatever and talk about this stuff, so she's doing a little bit more than most. But for example, even Miho, I will criticize on this because the TikTok video that she was promoting, if she would have went to that TikTok creator's TikTok page like I did, and apparently she did because she looked at the analytics on it and everything and linked it, but did she not look at some of the videos? Because you can't sit there and tell me that it's not hypocritical for her to criticize the female character's outfit and be totally fine with the guy character completely revealing everything. I mean, that is just beyond hypocritical to the point where I think it dismisses any merit you would have had. That's just my humble opinion, though. Let me know what you guys think. Now, on this same topic, this takes me to a tweet from this gentleman, Sheba, on November 6th, 2019, November 6th, from a while ago. It says, rough translation, I think I get the idea. By the way, this whole video is thanks to my friend Noriyuki Works sending me all of this detailed information. Noriyuki, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. And here's what this says. It's a terrible thing to be able to draw a manga and let me do that. It's a terrible thing to be able to draw a manga and serialize more than a certain level of content in a weekly series. The takeaway, in my opinion, here is that they're working very hard as a mangaka, specifically in this context, Shonen Jump. They say it's very painful for people who have worked hard to be attacked. And then there's a link to this comic This Shonen Jump manga comic, it's a little parody thing. Is what I'm getting at. I'm using these terms really loosely here just to make this point. Now I'm going to show you the American version. English version. I'm totally butchering this latter segment. I apologize. You get the idea though. Here's what it says. You are serialized in Shonen Jump. If you just use the suggestions from fan letters, you're going to end up catering to girls. Right. Shonen Jump has a lot of female fans, and that's not a bad thing. But they're girls who like shonen manga. If you tried to make something specifically to appeal to girls, you would never get anywhere. We wouldn't let you do it. A Jump author's job is to make a good shonen manga. And this is a great point, this specific bubble right here. But they're girls who like shonen manga. Absolutely true. There are females that enjoy shonen manga, and they enjoy it the way it is. If these mangakas tried to switch a genre to focus on that demographic, well, then you're pushing aside the demographic of women who actually like it the way it is too. Why don't people think about that more? Because they don't care about it. Again, in my opinion, a lot of these activists, they don't care about it. All they care about is trying to get their points and trying to become friends with people in power who they can try to, get a better job from or something like that, better gig, whatever it may be. A lot of the time, the simplest way I could put it, it's just disingenuous, man. That is the main takeaway from this comic, but I won't leave you hanging. There is one more set of panels at the very end of it. Here's the rest of the context. The budding Shonen Jump mangakas in training or whatever, they say, "You're right, I'm sorry." And then you get a response here. Maybe I sound a little too high and mighty there, but it really should be obvious. These days, it's not just fan letters. You can read fans' opinions on the web too. So there you go. Guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm a bit rushed this weekend. I got some family stuff to take care of Saturday today. Although my schedule should be normalizing on Sunday, and I should be back to normal on Monday. So thank you all for bearing with me. Sorry about yesterday, Friday. Tremendous lack of content on Friday. But again, thank you guys for bearing with me. An extra shout out to the kind people who promoted the last 2 videos. I'm behind on that as well. Shout out to Shon M, Axis C, Ice Cream is Just an Illusion, Dinosaur K, Phantom R, Baku Girl, Pot on the Brain. And then we got Intimidator 0108, Baku Girl, Phantom R, DX DKJ, Dinosaur King, KJC, and Shon M. Thank you all very much, and thank you everyone who tuned in. Hope you enjoyed this segment, and I'll see you next time.